So with Fairy Tail Chapter 481, we know that Neinhart's ability allows him to bring back opponents that are dead or opponents that were previously defeated by the Fairy Tail Guild. Now, I know this ability actually does stretch and it actually brings back people who you know that are dead. For example, Gray and or however you say it, or his own master was brought back to life. So this got me and also a lot of people in the community thinking, could Igneel possibly return? Now, there is definitely a possibility that Igneel could return, and the true question is, will he return, and what will be his purpose if he returns? Now, for starters, I don't know too much how the abilities work. I don't know if it just brings back enemies or if it brings back anybody that dies. I'm pretty sure it brings back anybody that dies simply because Or is going to be fighting against Gray. But does it turn them evil, or do they still have their own consciousness? Because we saw Hades, he was talking to Laxus as if he wasn't controlled, and we saw the people like that guy from Tartarus that fought Wendy's, even though they're all evil, they were still being themselves. So it wasn't like they were being controlled, like they're just naturally evil. And even Or, she was standing there, she didn't really come off as evil, but it looks like that she's going to be fighting Gray, because she was like, oh, I finally get to see my students back in action. So what if we got to see Igneel pop up on the battlefield? Hell, not even Igneel, just every single dragon in general. Now, if they would come back, I do believe that they would have to be evil, simply because it would give Natsu and the other dragon slayers a step of evolution. Because let's just say an evil Igneel does appear, okay, there's only one person on the battlefield. Well, there's actually like 2 or 3, Natsu, Acnologia, and Zeref, possibly Zeref. Zeref is a maybe, but only Natsu and Acnologia will be able to stand up against Igneel and actually be able to take him down. Now, if Igneel did come back, I would actually like seeing Natsu put him back down again, because it will show that Natsu, he actually does have the ability to slay the former king of dragons, which is Igneel, and I think that will be dope. And it will also be a stepping stone for Natsu, simply because it will be one of the it will be the first dragon that he slayed, and he'll also be able to show that he has enough power, enough strength to actually be able to be on par with the former king of dragons. So I think that would be dope. Now, as far as the other characters like Acnologia or Lucy, there's a lot of people saying, oh, what if Lucy's mother gets brought back to life? I would want the same thing basically the same thing happened with Natsu, whereas his parents came back to life. I think it would be dope that if Layla came back to life, and if Lucy had to take down Layla, because we know that Layla, she was skilled, and what if Lucy, she had to end up defeating Layla? I think that would be dope too. But overall, do you guys think that Igneel should come back, or would you guys say, man, fuck that, man, we're already in the middle of the battlefield? But overall, I do think that either way, once they all come back, I think it's going to give the characters some good fights, and there will be some spooky revelations revealed at the end of every single individual fight. But that's it for this little video. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.